Welcome to the Indigo Escape. Last week we worked on the stone walls and they are pretty much there now. We also made progress on the utility area with the exciting addition of a new roof. This week we continue with the roof in the utility area and also continue to work in the stone walls. Let's dive in. Omar is getting the wood panels ready by treating them with stain and weather protection. These will clad the back of the utility area, making sure they stand up to the elements, and also it will look a lot nicer than it does now. It's a tedious but essential step in this outdoor build with wood.
Okay, so as you can see, everything for the frame of the roof is here, apart from the rafters, which I'm going to put in afterwards because I think it will be a bit easier to put in the stud work and also the cladding, which are basically really nice floorboards along this side of the container. So we're also going to change direction. Instead of going from top to bottom, I'm going to go left to right because there'll be far less wastage that way, and I reckon it will look nice as well. So right now I'm going to start measuring things up and getting all the stud work in.
Omar then begins prepping the wood to support the panels. He's using unseasoned 5x5 cm pine wood for the framework, ensuring it's sturdy enough to hold the cladding in place.
Okay, here goes everything. Nice. So I totally screwed up. So I attached all of these studs, but I didn't think about making everything flush. So basically I need to sink these into the wood a bit deeper. So I'm going to have to pull them all out again, and then I'm going to create a recess with this spade bit over here and then put them back in, and hopefully the metal behind it hasn't been weakened too much by screws being taken in and out of it. So yes, always one step forward, two steps back. Okay, so I put all of the recesses into those bits of wood, and I've also made some extra brackets to go here in the middle and put recesses on them originally, so yeah, hopefully we don't have to repeat that. It's really annoying having to redo work. Okay, let's do it.
Omar continues working on the stud-work, carefully constructing the framework that will support the panels. To make this space even more functional, Omar is setting up an outdoor plug and a switch. The plug will come in handy when we need power outside, and the switch will control the overhang light under the roof.
For the people that were asking why we don't do a lot of this is why. See? None of that straight. Omar and I did that. You see that one there? That one there? That one's not looking great. So it's very difficult. And then over here, we also have lots of cement there sticking out. It doesn't look great, so Omar really regrets it actually, because it doesn't look the part. But we can put a bench or plant or something. And also, that took us about 3 days.
A little trellis, grow something nice up there.
Yeah, exactly.
A little dwarf hedge.
Yeah.
So basically it's a little bit messy with the plumbing over there, and so I'm going to be now stuck in between the wall and the container. I'm going to try and tidy it all up. And I need to figure out a way of getting the on and off main switches for that room are over here, and they should be in a lot more of a prominent position. So I'm going to have a look at see if I can improve the situation somehow. Okay, here we are. I'm not a fan of awkward spaces at all. Okay. It's a shame I can't record this in great deal because I'm having absolute fun in here. As all plumbing is. Starts off seeming very simple and then it's like, nope. I'm gonna get back down there. See you in a bit.
We have a quick break, guys, to let you know a little bit more of our website, which is coming along, and I will share it this weekend with one recipe I'm able to share with you at this moment, and it's all being possible thanks to Squarespace. Squarespace presents its new Design Intelligence, an AI-driven design system that combines cutting-edge technology with 20 years of expertise to help you design the website of your dreams.
Whether you're starting a blog, showcasing your portfolio, or setting up a business, Squarespace Payments makes it super easy to handle transactions. You can accept a variety of payment methods, including Klarna, Apple Pay, and Afterpay, which gives your customers flexibility and you peace of mind.
Now, if you're a business owner and you would love to streamline your workflow, you're gonna love the invoicing feature. It combines all of your contracts, all of your invoices, and all of your proposals in one place so you can manage your services more efficiently. Want to bring your ideas to life? Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and once you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/theindigoscape to get 10% off of your first domain or website. Ready to get your business to the next level? Go to squarespace.com.
Meanwhile, Simon is hard at work on the stone walls. He's building them up to meet the size of the lintels, which is crucial so everything ties together when the rim beam is poured. Stonework requires precision and patience, but Simon is a natural. Simon is using here a level to ensure the stones are perfectly aligned with the window reveals. Then he measures each placement, keeping the stones 30 to 32 centimeters away from the concrete block wall to ensure the wall is evenly spaced. Someone suggested using a 30 centimeter piece of wood as a guide, but it's much easier to use a measuring tape. Seeing the exact number is far more precise than aligning the end of a board with a stone.
Okay. It's a matter of time before I run out of these bits and have to get more.
Like filler sort of stones.
Yeah, any small stuff really. Okay, we've got some bits. Okay.
That's one pretty corner.
Wow.
It looks really good.
That wasn't there, was it? It was there. Right. Well, I think some more. Okay. Now.
How's it going, Smith?
Oh, I'm having so much fun. I love plumbing.
Omar is a very sarcastic person today. But I appreciate sarcasm, so. What's going on? Everything.
So yeah, like the plumbing in the corner there was quite a mess, and there were some very small leaks that I've been trying to remedy. It's been difficult to film that because, yeah, there would be too much swearing anyway.
And also it's a very small space.
It's a very small space. Yeah, so in the end what I've decided is I'm going to put these taps here. Not on the back there, because it makes more sense. We don't need to have fancy taps there. And then the fancy taps that I just bought, we can use in the new build. So,
Yeah.
yeah, because it makes more sense.
You're sure you're gonna put the taps up there? Why don't you put them a bit lower?
And I can't though.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I was going to do something fancy over here with like these square taps.
You don't need fancy taps.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So there'd be two things sticking out, and I was going to control, but it's a bit over the top. It's not necessary.
No, it's good to think like that,
But these will be fine. I mean,
they're very expensive as well.
yeah, totally.
How much were that?
About 15, 16 euros.
Each.
Yeah.
So that would be 30.
Yeah. We use it in the main house. Not yet. Alright.
That's alright. And you're doing really well. It does take a while.
That's one of them. Fortunately, it's not raining today, so I'm going to carry on putting the cladding on the side of the container. And now it's all ready. I just have to measure it up and maybe make a few adjustments so it all fits in nicely. So that's what my mission is this morning. Two, three, four.
We're using seasoned pine floorboards that have already been treated once before installing, and we'll add a second layer of treatment once they are in place, ensuring extra protection and durability. Before continuing setting up the panels, he installs the plug and switch he wired earlier.
Electricity and water. Great flavour.
Maybe don't connect it today.
No. Well, it's totally dry over here as well.
Yeah. We'll go out to Agrela today for Omar's birthday.
Okay.
Yeah. I need to tell Jai.
That's the only cable that's exposed, is that those two to connect each other. I made it especially like that to make it look like a happy face.
So someone's birthday is today. And it was my mom's birthday.
Dime.
Hola.
Hola.
¿Qué fue tu cumpleaños hace 2 días?
Sí,
It was your birthday.
sí, la pasamos chévere.
We had a good time.
Sí. Y hoy es el cumpleaños de Omar.
Sí, eso es lo que estaba diciendo.
Libra como yo.
Both Libras.
Somos Libra.
Forever.
Oh, of course. Balanced people, unlike me.
Alrighty. So I'm going to go and cut a lot more wood. I think I'm going to do 4 this time.
It's looking good.
Yeah, definitely, isn't it?
There is someone here who doesn't like the rain. And his name is Tony. He hates the rain. Huh, Tony? Look at it. It's looking outside like, what is this?
And I want to look cool, so I wear my sunglasses. You never know when you need them. Street cred. There we go. Super happy already.
There we go.
Yeah, they're not Leroy Merlin. This is actually one of the old ones that we got. You can see the difference. This is aged and this is fresher.
Oh.
They're both seasoned, but this one we bought for the front of that. So it will be a slightly different colour to those.
Okay, I'm just gonna show you a little bit of this side here that I haven't filmed. And those have been shuttering, so you can see that there are 3 pre-made concrete lintels. Because the walls are so thick, we need 3. And then Simon shutters the whole thing together, and that makes one long lintel for the window and the doors. And this was the latest one. Okay. It's all cured. On the top there's a bit of plastic just to protect it from the rain, and he's also leveled all of the wall around here, okay, to go to the same level as the concrete blocks for the shuttering that's gonna come. And he's just shuttering, organizing the shuttering for that door entrance. Take it for you.
There we go. might need to be slid in from the side. Is it going to work? I don't know, man. A bit tight.
Let's get in there.
Yeah?
Yes. You want me to carry on?
Yeah, actually. Come on. 1, 2, 1. Yeah! Look at that. Well, what's left to do is
Rafters.
well, there's a difference in color as well, so we need to do a second coat, and then the rafters and the roof. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, so it's the next day. Well, it's actually 2 days after. Omar had to hop on a plane and go to the UK because there's a bit of a family emergency, but everything okay. But he had to really go, so I'm going to step in here and see if I can finish it for him. So the next bit to do is the rafters, and we have done one this morning. Someone did a crash course this morning on how to make the rafters, so I'm gonna see if I can replicate what he just taught me this morning and continue the roof. I am a little bit nervous, to be honest, but let's see. I need to go up here and calculate the next one. So this is the one that we already made, and it was calculated on the other side, so we're gonna try to make a similar one. I'm just gonna leave it over here so I know what I'm looking at. So you put your piece of wood here. Okay, this goes over here like that. Okay, so the cut is there, and then we need the drop. And how do they do the drop again? Ah. I started by tracing the first lines from the top of the container like I showed you before, and now it's time to transfer them to the other side of the piece of wood and mark our cut lines. I didn't show you the process here, but I set the metal bevel gauge to the long angle, while the blue and grey bevel gauge is set to the drop angle. This setup will make it much easier to transfer these lines accurately to the other side. I show you what I mean in a little bit. So Simon said that it would be better to incline it. It's sort of straight. Okay. Okay. I'm nervous. A little bit. Hammer. You don't need to start from the very back.
Just repeating what Simon said to me this morning. Mira! Mira! Mamá! Mira! Okay. Okay, so here's the one that Simon did. Yeah. And this is the one I did. Yes! Yes! Okay, so we're gonna put this one at the front. I did it! Okay, so another thing we need to do is find out the distance from center to center, from here to here, so we know how many rafters we will need. So I just need to measure from the outside of this one to the inside, because that's center to center, and that is 210. 200 by 10 divided by 37, right? I think I need 7 of these. So I got 2 different ones. I don't know what these are. Angle thingies. I put it over here. They're very useful because this one is on an angle, which is the one that's doing this angle here. You see, it's giving me that angle, but then this one is giving me that one there. Yeah.
Even though I have my bevel gauges set, I'm still not completely confident about transferring the angles from one rafter to another. So for the first few, I'll mark them in situ to make sure my initial lines are accurate.
I just had to go back and redo it because I realized that they were very different, and the reason why is because this one wasn't against the piece of metal at the back, so they weren't going to be the same size, but now they are. It's definitely fun doing this, but it's really not super easy either.
As shown before, we start making a straight horizontal line where the rafter will sit, followed by a vertical line where the rafter will hang. Next, we need to mirror these lines. Before doing that, I measure 1.5 centimeter for our drop cut, and then use the bevel gauges to transfer the lines accurately.
Which means it's the same as that. I'm gonna go like this. That should meet. Yes, it does. Clack, 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 clack.
While I have been figuring out how to transfer the lines and draw the angles, Simon has been working on one of the house corners, building up the stone wall in preparation for the ring beam.
Third one done. Does it work? Please work. Yes, it does. Okay, so I've done 3 of them already, so the ones of each side and then the one in the middle, and I'm going to make 7 in total. So I have the middle one and then 3 on each side, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna get on with that, and I'm really enjoying this actually. I actually really like working with wood. Now that I have been doing this several times, this is actually my last one and I need 7. I'm able to now understand where the lines go, so I can just take one here and then just translate, I want to say translate, but it's transpose, anyway, something like that, into this one rather than going there, measuring it like that I have been doing.
Here I mustered the courage to look at my previous rafter and replicate it. I copied the line for the first cut, and using the bevel gauges, I can mark the lines where I need to chisel out the wood without having to go back and mark them again. This is making a lot more sense now, and I hope I was able to explain it clearly so it makes sense to you as well.
This stuff, by the way, is unbelievably nasty. Cupri raya. Treatment for Madeira, for wood. But it just smells like kerosene. Don't think I need that much. I'm just gonna do the ends. Yeah, it smells. It's definitely flammable. been able to film so much salmon today because I've been doing the barrotes.
Chief carpenter.
Cool.
Get the last little bit when we're
probably gonna be quite pleased when all this stone is done.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of work.
Yeah, no, I think that'll do it. We'll get that last bit when we put the Vega on. Fill up the little holes
Yeah,
later when I've got a bucket of little rocks.
yeah.
Alright, so I have taken all of the rafters. I always call them barrotes because it's barrotes in Portuguese, and in English is rafters, so I'm gonna call them rafters. And I've taken just one, I put it on top, I marked where they should be drilled and screwed, and then I went back, I made a line of all of them, and then I pencil marked every single one of them where they need to be drilled, and then I pre-drilled them before I came back here. And I have screwed the very first one and the very last one, okay? I made sure that the top is square, that this is plumb, that the last one's square, and the distance on the very top and the very bottom lengthwise are the same, so nothing needs to like fan out, do funny things. So I'm gonna do my middle one now because I have 7, so I got 2 streams, 1 in the middle and 2 in the middle of each box, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to just do that now. Okay, I'm gonna do this one over here. After placing the rafters at both ends, I'm now installing the middle one, which will be positioned approximately 99 centimeters from each side. Now we need to find out if these are equal distance. Obviously my head is in the middle of the way. Next, I'm placing the remaining rafters 29.6 centimeters apart from each other. I ensure that the top of each rafter is square with the back of the wall and that it measures 29.6 centimeters at both the top and the bottom. Okay. Finished. Well, we've done the rafters today and it was a really nice project, but I'm a little bit gutted because I really wanted to finish the roof today, but I think I was really ambitious with that idea. I have to install the roof patterns and also the roof tiles, but I'm gonna have to leave that for another day because it's just not gonna happen today. But overall, I'm really happy with the results and doing this project myself. Maybe I can do a roof now, who knows? So what do you think of the rafters and the stone walls? Do you have any tips for placing the roof tiles? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please leave them in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week.